Can you tell us about the news about Barry Trotz reportedly going to be stepping down and how you guys heard about it and your reaction?
Yeah, I saw it this morning, as probably a lot of people on the news, and obviously very surprised. I think everyone was, and I don't think anybody saw that coming from the team, and yeah, definitely very surprised.
Roman, did he address the group this morning?
He did, yeah. He
What did he have to say?
It was pretty short. He was just talking about, just addressing the group and telling them that he's stepping down, and I'm sure he's going to talk a lot more about it at the press conference. But it was a pretty short meeting, and I think he just wanted to let us know. Obviously, the news came out probably a little before they wanted to, so he just wanted to make sure he let us know before the news conference.
This obviously gives a level of uncertainty for the team. Does this change things for you guys? Like you're fighting for playoffs, but you don't know what's going to happen with the GM and with moves or anything. How does this affect you guys?
It's obviously he's still here, so like he's still the GM, and for us, I think we got a game tonight, so like we're focused on the game tonight. We're in a playoff hunt. There's a lot of important games coming up, so for the team, nothing really changes. I think our job is to make it in the playoffs and fight for a playoff spot, and the rest is kind of not up to us. So doesn't change much for the team.
Roman, how has he affected your career? I mean, you're a day one guy here.
Yeah, he's had a massive impact on my career. He was my first coach here. He kind of believed in me, and I got to play under him for a couple of years, and he put me with Shea my second year, and like he's had the first coach. You always have a massive impact on people and especially players, and he's such an amazing person, and I think I learned a lot from him. Not just hockey specific. He's such an amazing guy, and you see how beloved he is in the community here and what he does, and that was pretty cool as a young kid having a coach like him who cares about his players, cares about his community, and he had a big impact. And like I said, he trusted me, he put a lot of trust in me, which I'm very grateful for.
Roman, do you feel that Barry, in his role as GM, put your group in the best position to win? I know that last season was nothing anybody expected. This season has been up and down, but do you feel like he gave your group its best chance to win with the moves he made?
Yeah, I think he obviously made some big signings, and I think he wanted us. We're an older core, and he put everything into it to win now, and obviously we didn't deliver last year. The players we didn't play well. We didn't play well enough, and I think like I said, he tried everything he can to win now, and I think after we did kind of that sort of little bit of a rebuild there a couple of years ago. You thought it would take a couple of years, and he wanted to give us a chance to win now, and made some big signings, and last year didn't go as planned, but like I said, this year we're still in the playoff hunt. We're right there, and we have a chance to make the playoffs, and we believe in this team. We believe in our group, and so that's our focus.
Roman is the captain of the team on the ice. Does the timing of this give you any concern? Like you said, you're in the playoff hunt. You guys have played well lately. You're coming to a critical time of the year when a GM needs to make decisions for a team. Does the timing of this concern you?
I mean, I think it was a little surprising for everyone. Like on the game day, normally those things don't happen like on the game day or mid-season. But like I said, we're all professionals, and I think there's always every year there's something happens. There's some noise around the team, and like I said, we dealt with it today, and tonight is another game. It's another important game for us, and that's just it's part of the business. There's always a little bit of noise, but once we hit the ice tonight, we're not gonna think about that.
And without divulging too much of what Barry told you guys, a lot of times when moves like this happen, head coach or GM a lot of times players will say, this is on us if we were in a different, like, do you think that has anything to, I mean, if you were in a different spot, do you think this happens, or your understanding is this is unrelated to the play on the ice?
I don't know. I mean, I think, winning always, if you win as a team, it always kind of solves everything. And obviously, if you're not winning, there's always, that's how it is in sports, right? Everybody gets looked at, the players get looked at, and everybody else gets looked at. But like I said before, I think this, Barry will probably talk about it more, but this was Barry's decision, and obviously, as a team, you always want to put. Be in a good spot and do everything you can for the coaching staff and everybody in the organization. Everybody's happier, and when you're winning, and you want people to be successful. But like I said, Barry will probably talk about it more, and this was more, I think, his decision.
Andrew, there's a report today that Barry Trotz is going to be retiring or stepping down. Just your thoughts upon hearing that?
Yeah, I guess I'm as surprised as everybody else. Wasn't expecting that today. But unfortunately it's his story to tell, and he'll probably sit with you guys at noon. So,
When did you learn, Andrew, that Barry was going to be stepping down?
8:30 this morning. Yeah.
What's he meant to you?
Boy, he's probably meant the most to my career of anybody else that I've been around. Our relationship goes back 33 years at least, probably. And he's kind of been with me along every step of the journey that I've had. And I'm very grateful to have known him from a player. I wouldn't be in the NHL without him. And then, when I started my coaching path, to have him as a sounding board and as a advocate of what I was doing moving forward. Somebody to lean on, somebody to talk to, a mentor. And just a wonderful person that's helped me through different stages of my life, not just my hockey career. And, again, I'm not sure it's his story to tell today. It came to news to me as everybody else, but, he's not dead. So I'm sure we'll continue to have a relationship with him and moving forward, and we'll see what that path takes.
How does the timing of this, does that alter anything for you? You got a team that's fighting for a playoff race. You got a game tonight. You got a bunch of games coming up before the trade deadline. Olympic break too. Does it throw off anything for you guys?
I hope not. I think as professional athletes and we deal with distractions all the time. I think our group, even from the last week, we had a lot of guys that didn't have power back home, and they've had family members and kids and wives, and they're dealing with all kinds of different things. And I thought we did a really good job for our group to continue to work through last week and get some results. So I think, hopefully talk to the team a little bit earlier, hopefully move past it, and it's a regular game day. It's a big week for us, like every week has been, and hopefully we can kind of keep the distractions out and do our thing.
Any sort of lineup changes tonight?
It's a couple guys in flux, kind of game time stuff.
Anything else, guys?
Sorry, just one more thing. Day-to-day wise, I know Alex asked you a little bit about it, but just day-to-day, does it change any operations that you guys have going forward?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's all going to play out. Obviously, that's the noon press conference is kind of what's going to go on. I think for the coaching staff and the players, we just got to do our job. And it's a big week, and we got to be focused on that. And I'm sure we'll learn a little bit more as we go forward here in the coming days of what the plan is.
How have the players reacted to this news, Andrew?
I think everybody's a little bit shocked. I don't think we saw it coming. Haven't had a chance to talk to a lot of them. Probably a little bit of a strange morning for everybody in the building. So I'll get a better feeling from them here when we got our meetings coming up, and a little bit of the messaging going forward.